So far they have won 7 out of the 11 tournaments this year. They set the record for the longest win streak in CS2 and are on track to become the best team in Counter-Strike history, but they get booed at the major, which doesn't really make sense until you start to look at the bigger picture. The date is October 2018. Team Vitality makes their first debut in the Counter-Strike pro scene under the name Waterboys, with one of the most insane rosters you have ever seen. The IGL is the legendary 2-time major winner Vincent Happy, joined by the best Counter-Strike source player Letank, coupled with 2 of the most renowned French riflers NBK and Apex, the younger version, and the 18-year-old prodigy who is also known as Zaiwu, the chosen one. But there was a big problem. This team was born during the era of Astralis, so very quickly the French team crumbled, with Happy and NBK being replaced by the British IGL Alex. And although Vitality saw some early success with winning 2 S-tier tournaments in 2019, they wouldn't get close to winning another major tournament until this man stepped up. In March 2020, Apex was now assigned as the IGL and the team captain, and there was a lot of hype from the community that finally someone will push the French team into the spotlight. But over the next 2 years, Vitality only won 4 S-tier tournaments, which is nothing. So the community and the fanbase started criticizing Apex for his ability to be an in-game leader and captain, and therefore a lot of hatred started building up around Apex. But luckily, all of the hard work and roster rebuilding was about to pay off exponentially, as in 2023 we entered the era of Vitality. Before we continue, it's very important that you understand that Apex has now been playing with Vitality for the last 5 years and has seen no major success. There has been a lot of criticism for the decisions he has made as an IGL, and like any normal person, he was fucking frustrated, and there was only one solution to this problem: winning. And so that's exactly what he did. Win after win after win, and finally a major. After lifting the trophy, Apex was interviewed, and you could clearly tell that he was finally relieved, proving all of the haters wrong.
You know, I've been criticized from day one being in game leader, but now I win a fucking major, so fuck you.
But this hate was far from over, and so was Vitality's win streak, as they finished 2023 with 6 tournament wins and some new additions to the team: Flamesy and Mezzy, who by the way a few weeks ago became the first ever UK player to win a major. Anyway, with such a strong finish in 2023, Apex and Vitality became confident, especially Apex, who started to trash talk a lot and act a bit arrogant, which made a lot of people hate him for his attitude, but personally I find him pretty funny.
I just want to ask Pimp how many tournaments he won in his career.
Sir?
Okay, thank you.
And so the community expected a lot from Vitality in 2024, and it was clear that they are not to be messed with. Enter the smoke criminal Stewie2K.
What's up, bitch?
It's the IEM Dallas Grand Finals, Vitality versus G2, and it's clear that Nico and m0NESY were the fan favorites to win, which is when this motherfucker shows up and the NA crowd goes nuts. Basically, Stewie2K subbed in for Huxi for the entire event in front of a North American home crowd, so of course every American in the stands wanted G2 to win. But Apex and Vitality were far from discouraged. It's the first map, Inferno, picked by G2, and somehow Vitality pushed the game into overtime, so the NA crowd decided to take matters into their own hands and troll Apex. This right here is why Counter-Strike has the best crowd in esports. This is the moment that started the whole Apex hate meme and has continued for the last year. Whenever he plays in front of an NA crowd, he gets booed, and this famous chant makes a return. And so indirectly, Vitality also gets booed and a bunch of hate. But before that, I just want to make your life a little bit easier with today's sponsor, SkinsMonkey. Instead of you having to sell your skins on the Steam market one by one, you can just quickly and easily exchange your old skins for better ones with just a couple of clicks. On top of this, if you use code ZOCKMAN, I won't get any commission, but you can get up to $5 for free on your first trade, or a 35% bonus on any deposits. SkinsMonkey also offers daily, weekly and monthly giveaways for completely free, and if you have any issues, they have a 24/7 support team. Link is in the description if you want to check them out. Anyway, Vitality ended up losing the game, and the rest of the year went, as we like to say in England, tits up. They only won 1 tournament, which was heartbreaking after achieving so much in the previous year. So at the start of 2025, something had to change. A piece of the puzzle was missing, and in this case, it was ROPS. January 10th, one of the most consistent pro players gets signed to Vitality, and the impact was instant. 1 month after being in the team, Vitality won their first tournament with ROPS, which was IEM Katowice. The next month, they won again and again and again, a total of 7 tournaments in a row, while setting a new Counter-Strike 2 world record for the most matches won, which was 30. By the way, I did say CS2 before all of you NIP fanboys start saying in the comments that they won 60 in a row back in 2013 when CSGO was nowhere near as competitive. Vitality are also currently on track to set a new Counter-Strike world record for the most amount of S-tier tournaments won in a single year, which is currently being held by Astralis in their 2018 run. But after winning all 7 of these trophies, the next one was the biggest and the most important, the Austin Major. Just like a year ago in Dallas, the Major was being hosted in front of a North American crowd, which meant the Vitality received a lot of hate. Every time they made an entrance, they got booed. Throughout the games they played, they got booed. The crowd was relentless in trying to break the team, but Vitality had already made it to the grand finals, and after all the negativity from the crowd, it was time for them to make an entrance that will never be forgotten. It's the grand finals of the Major, Vitality versus the fan favourites, the Mongols. And when I say fan favourites, I mean it. Throughout the 3 maps played, there was not one Vitality chant, but there was a lot of Mongols chants. And every time Vitality was shown on the camera, they got booed. Mongols, Vitality.
Drop in the butt.
Mongols,
They look
Vitality.
drop in the butt.
But this wouldn't stop Apex. It was a close first map for the Mongols, an easy second map for Vitality, and an even easier third map to win the Major.
If you were to lift the trophy, who would you dedicate this win to? To the haters? My family is.
But the question is, why all of this hate? Well, to many people it may seem like hate, but it actually isn't. It's mind games and trolling. And it works because it low-key pisses Apex off, and he also likes to troll the NA crowd back, as you can see from the last Major with this moment.
That's all you can say. Fuck you, Apex.
In fact, someone made a Reddit post about this, asking why Vitality are so hated, and a bunch of NA players confirmed that it's just a bunch of banter, and that everyone actually likes Vitality. It's Apex who they like to troll, but at the end of the day, he is admired by the community as a great IGL and now a 3-time Major winner. Apex also understands that this is just one big meme, which we can see by the way that he thanked the Austin crowd after lifting the trophy.
And thank you, Austin. Fucking thank you.
Followed by some more trolling for Vitality's head coach.
Yeah, thank you guys.
So to answer the question, why are Vitality the most hated team? Well, they're not. It's just one big troll from the Counter-Strike community. And although from the outside looking in, it may seem like it, they are actually very admired and respected.